Nigerian civil war never ended because Igbo are still marginalized, says lawyer Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Good day, my dear listeners. Thanks for joining. I bring to you another interesting news. As Southeast lawyers Ifeanyi Ejiofor claimed that Nigerian civil war never ended because Igbos are still marginalized. How true is that statement? Let's check that out in the context that I have here with me. My dear listeners, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. Human rights lawyer Ifeanyi Ejiofor has thrown his weight behind the recent remarks made by the former president, Goodluck Jonathan's spokesperson, Dr. Reuben Abati, who said that the civil war in this country has never ended. In a statement issued on Tuesday, Ejiofor argued that the post-war Nigerian state has continued to implement policies and practices that politically and economically marginalize the Southeast Igbo people. This is not a mere metaphor. It is a historical truth that continues to manifest in the political, economic, and social architecture of Nigeria, Ejiofor wrote. Abati, in his initial remarks, had said that the North would not support the one-term presidency proposal being pushed by former Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi because of enduring post-Civil War sentiment. Ejiofor described Abati's position as a sentiment that resonates deeply with the lived experiences of millions of Nigerians, especially the Igbo people. Ejiofor traced the root of Igbo marginalization back to post-war punitive policies, such as the infamous 20 pounds policy, under which Igbo citizens were compensated with only €20, regardless of how much they had in Nigerian banks before the war. The war ended on paper, he said, but its consequences still bleed into the very fabric of Nigerian governance and power distribution. He also cited the 1972 indigenization decree, which opened up investment opportunities to Nigerians, but excluded Igbos who had been financially crippled post-war. These policies were not coincidental. They were calculated to perpetuate the consequences of defeat long after the battlefield was quiet, Ejiofor asserted. To further support his argument, Ejiofor cited the case of Deputy Comptroller General of the Nigerian Customs Service, NCS, BU-14 from Anambra State, who was reportedly next in line to lead the Nigerian Customs Service. Her track record was impeccable, yet, in a move that reeks of systemic injustice, the presidency extended Comptroller General Adeniyi's tenure by 1 year, effectively blocking Waàr from ever reaching the pinnacle of her career, Ejiofor wrote. Ejiofor argued that Waàr's situation was not an isolated incident, but part of a larger pattern in which qualified Igbo candidates are routinely denied access to national leadership roles. The lawyer also reflected on the historical exclusion of the Southeast from Nigeria's highest office, noting that in over 63 years of independence, the presidency has rotated between the North and the Southwest, with the Southeast perpetually sidelined. It is indeed easier for an elephant to pass through the eye of a needle than for an Igbo to become president under the present political structure, Ejiofor remarked. Despite the presence of highly competent individuals from the region, he said ethnic arithmetic rather than merit continues to shape leadership appointment. Ejiofor expressed frustration at what he described as self-denial among many Igbo politicians, who he said continue to scramble for crumbs instead of building a united front. This internal disunity, he added, has weakened the region's political bargaining power. My dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.